What's up, everyone? Welcome back. This will be a new project of something I received, another thing I received from an elevator modernization that we did at my property. And this is a full brass panel with display lights for um, basically it tells you what floor the elevator is on. Uh, a lot of a lot of this material was getting thrown away, so I decided to keep it and make something out of it. Now my videos will basically contain anywhere from woodwork, metalwork, electronics, 3D printing. It's very random, which I like, and hopefully you will like. And if you do, drop a like, subscribe maybe, and for me to continue doing these videos and getting better at it, because God knows they're freaking long. But whatever. Anyways, this is me taking off these lights display, which had no lights in them, and they're most of the numbers are just drawn on there, which I didn't like. I thought if I 3D print them, it'll be much better. It'll be more interesting at least. So I just sanded the panel down, make it all nice and shiny. Um, I only sanded it down one way so it looked like brushed brass. And this is me just cleaning up the holes for the screws, which it'll be covered anyways, but just for the hell of it. The screws will be silver. I wanted to have some type of texture. I didn't want it to be brass, all brass. It wouldn't be fun. That looks nice and shiny right there. And in for this project, I wanted to put in lights that blink from the basement to the penthouse and back down in that order. I could have done it randomly, but since our arduino board is integrated in the project, anyone who knows how to deal with arduino boards can program it to basically do whatever the hell they want. For me, I just did it to go up and down, and that's it. And that's me just taking measurements of one of the lights. And also, this item will be for sale on eBay, so I'll put a link below for more information. Some of the projects I did, I actually sold. I could keep it. I really do this for fun, but some of the things I just don't have space for, so I'll just get rid of. And this is me just writing the measurements down. I will be uploading this on the Fusion 360, which I'll show a little of. I'm not gonna go too much into detail of how I designed the buttons, the lights, sorry. And this is it right here. Each one of those represent a different number. It took me forever to do this because you can't just do them all at once. This is me just looking over everything's good, and when I do confirm that it's in the right order, everything's good, or I have from basement to penthouse, then we go 3D printing. And this is just the outer perimeter for the display lights. And don't mind the dirty glass. That is just glue for it's just basic glue from the glue stick. It helps the 3D prints stay down and flat with no movement. Because sometimes where there's not enough heat or too much heat, the piece comes off, especially if it's in a weird shape or too long. This helps it stay down on all sides so the print comes out perfect. And that is the penthouse button. Has the 3 over there. And the finished surface comes out pretty good. It's I mean, I will have to do some finishing, but it's fair. It's like about halfway done right now. I don't know. I just love 3D printing. You can do anything with that, and it's basically it saves my life. So those are the buttons right now finished, and I'm just gonna put some primer filler over them. I think I did about 5 or 6 coats. I don't quite remember, but as long as you build up and there's no more gaps, you just do a light sand, and then you do the finished base coat, which is silver. I decided to go to silver. It's to match the screws on the sides. Like I said, I wanted some texture. I wanted to pop. I didn't want to do just white. And that's me fitting it back on. Make sure everything fits. I also put clear coat on it. It's good to do that. Some of the silvers that I use, they're brush off when you touch them with your hands. So clear coat helps it stay protected. Now this is the cap for the lights, and I designed those where it'll hold the LED bulb. As you can see, it's a very nice tight fit. No glue needed, and that'll go on the back of a button, as you can see right here. Just like that. And I'm fitting all the caps now. Just make sure everything's good. I'm gonna have to glue these on because I did give it a little more room, a little more than I should have. I didn't want it to be too big, so it fits loosely. I will have to use some crazy glue. But they could come off in a case you wanna. They won't have to. Actually, you can just pull out the bulb. It's a nice tight fit. So there's the Arduino board. I'm fitting this into place. Actually made a mistake. I fit it to the corner, but I pushed it back in the middle again. And this is me just writing the code for the Arduino, how to run the lights. This took me forever because I'm still not good with these Arduino boards. It's a headache, but it's a learning process. I'm getting there. So I'm just checking all the codes are right. And now for the housing, basically it'll be, I think I'm using poplar here, and I'm just making sure my table saw is on point, nicely calibrated, and I'm doing miter joints here. There's always better ways of doing it, but I like using a table saw. And now I'm just doing the groove where the plate is going to sit on the front side. It'll drop in nicely so it's flush with the surface. And those other sides. There we go. And now everything's gonna get assembled together. This is me just dry fitting it nicely. Make sure everything's good. And you'll see I'll bring the camera closer about that little notch I did in the front where the plate will be sitting flush. There we go. God, I gotta make these videos shorter or speed up somehow. I'll get better at it. So you see how I did the grooves. This way it sits flush on the surface. The miters came out nearly perfect. It's I had to fill in some gaps, but they were in less than a millimeter difference. So this clip should have been put earlier. I was basically comparing the 3D printed light display buttons. This is before they were finished. I was pretty impressed. They came out pretty good. Better than I thought. And now I'm just gluing everything together. This might take a little long, so you're welcome to skip ahead. What I'm using is blue tape. I put that on the back, lay the pieces down, and I'll glue in between the joints. This way the glue is holding it tightly at the corners. Once you lift it up, it's a solid joint. Comes together like a puzzle. I'm no woodworker, but I'm okay. Everybody starts somewhere. So I'm just spreading the glue around a little bit, make sure it's everywhere. And the best thing about this glue is just keep a wet rag around. You wipe your finger off. But I don't think I do. Alright, now that comes together, and now for the top piece, I'll do the same. I'll put some blue tape under it. There we go. We're just gonna spread that around a little bit. And we're good to go. Make sure got the right side there. I would hate to put it the wrong way, because God knows it happened to me too many times. Alright, and now it goes nicely together. Now I'm going to use the tape, make sure everything's tight and squared. I'm just going to pull on the tape as I'm pushing on the wood, so those joints really go together. There we go. And then we'll do the other side. Now I'm just checking for squareness here. And after it's nicely dried, I sanded off the edges and sides, just applying some I forgot what oil I used here, but it gives it a nice tint. It's in that bottle that says Smart. I think that was from Smart Water, but so this is just the piece hanging on the door as a display, and this is the finished product. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Going up, coming down.